Well, hello, because this is a little trip down memory lane. When we were in the crop dusting business, I was June Reynolds then. Jack and I met on the football field with him flying into the little town of Ellerby, North Carolina to do his first crop dusting in North Carolina. It must have been about 1942, 41, 42. I'm not exactly tops on memory lane. I wanted to fly more than anything in the world, but my opening came when Jack asked me to marry him and his 3 children and crop dust at the same time. We had an N3N that we loaded with the hopper. It was done by hand, and the thrill of crop dusting was intermingled with farming and the background in farming. I grew up on a farm in Ellerby, North Carolina, as a matter of fact. And I know all about picking hornworms off of tobacco plants and putting benzene hexachloride under the roots for the peaches so that the peaches would not eat all of the crop. And that's not what I wanted to say, that the insects were eating the crop. Crop dusting then was a thrill in a lifetime, to use the skills of flying with a paying proposition rather than having nothing to say except that I spent my money on crop dusting or learning to crop dust with the crew. Whatever the crew was, they come and went, the pilots that we had. In Cantor, we had control of crop dusting in the orchards. In addition to that was the crop dusting on our tobacco and food crops. We had very little to work with. The pilots had to be pilot and engineer. He had to make his own design for crop dusting. And this truck was our mixing tank when we got into liquid. It was a busy life. It was a trial and error period in history of agriculture as well as aviation. And my flying was within our family structure and going wherever we had, there was a need for parts or things out of the hangars that the men had to have, a truck that would be loading dust one day and another vehicle that was loading. Let me turn and put this down.
You